So for now, let's go into my images, and I'll just choose, this is an image that I purchased earlier. It's still got afro hair here, so that's what's pulling up. So let's say I take this image, and then I say click on change background. And then that's what my image is going to be. So if you did want to change your background, um, images probably will work better for you rather than having a color or a texture there. And then you can just add or delete on top of that. You can add features on top of that. So I'm going to go back, and I'm just going to make it a white background. So I clicked on page background, I clicked on color, I'm going to choose white color because I need a clear canvas to show you what I'm going to do. The last option is a video. You can always also have a background that's a video. If you click on video, you can either upload a video that you have or something free from Wix. And Wix has all these different videos. So like here's Ink Splash. If I clicked that, then I click change background at the bottom. And so it's got this video here, which won't play until you actually preview the website. So if I wanted to see what the video looked like, I would click preview, and that's what that video would be like. And then if I decide I don't like it, I just click back to editor, because in the preview setting you can't work in the editor. It's just showing you a preview of it, so you can't change any elements. So in order to change any element, you have to click back to editor. So now I'm back in here again. Right, so as I said, I'm going to make the background color white for my blank canvas. And I've got that. And then I'm going to, now it says the next option is add, and that's actually the one that I use the most when designing a website. So in the add tab, you have all these different options for things you can add. You can add text, you can add an image, you can add a gallery, so like a slideshow gallery. You can add a button, and buttons are obviously to take you to another page or to open up a link. You can add boxes. Boxes are important as background fillers. I've used them quite a bit in your website. So if you see here, this beige part where the Global Shea Alliance is, that's actually a box that I elongated. You can add strips. Strips are fun. I've used them on your websites as well. They are not as flexible as a box, meaning that once you change a design in there, you can't really do much with it. It just sticks with it, whereas box is more malleable. You can adjust it. I'll go into that later. I'm going to just show you all the features on here on the add button. You can add shape, so things like squares, stars, a text box. So when I was creating your testimonials, I took a bubble, speech bubble from here, and then I changed its color to white. I think that's how I did your testimonials. I'm just going to take a quick look at your testimonials page. So I'm going to go on pages, click testimonials, and then, oh, I didn't add a bubble. Okay, so what originally I was testing out what bubbles would look like, and I guess I decided it didn't look that great, so I just went with quote buttons. But that's something you could play around with as well. So I'm going to go back to my testing page, so click on testing. Okay, I'm going to click on X this, click on add. So I was showing you shapes. So they've got a bunch of different shapes on here that you can use, icons, badges. So remember when I was creating that 100% shea butter, this is what I used. I brought this down, I changed its color, I added text on it, and it became like that certificate badge that was on the Acoma website. Okay, if you decide that you don't want an element there, you just click on it, and when these circles show up, you know that that element has been selected, and then you can just click delete on your keyboard. So I'm going to click delete now, and it's gone. Or I could click undo, and it would be gone. Okay, let's go back to add. Okay, and then you can also add videos, which we have done. And the two main videos it gives you the option is YouTube and Vimeo. So when you wanted to use the YouTube video, you click it and you drag everything that is in this add toolbar. You just drag it onto the actual canvas. And here's my video, and now you can see the circles are on this video, which means it's been selected. Then it says, do you want to change video? And I say, okay, yes. I click on change video, and then it says, what's the video's web address? And that's where I copy and paste the web address. Gives me a bunch of different options here. I won't go through everything because some of it is self-explanatory and it's something you can play around with. But for example, you want it to autoplay on loading. So right now the video on your home page autoplays as soon as your website loads. And the reason why I did that is because I kind of felt like the video is hidden until people actually know it's playing, so that kind of attracts their attention straight away, lets them know that there's a video down there so they can watch it and go back up, look at the products. But you can turn that feature off as well. So that's how you would add a video. Then I'm going to leave that video on here. What else is in the ad box? Add tools. You can add music. And again, you just drag it on. It'll ask you for the link for where you got the music from, or you can upload it. You can add your social widgets. So if you got Pinterest, you can add that on here. And it's got all of those tools here. Again, all you do is just take it and drag it. And then once you have it here, you can set social links and delete whichever ones you don't want. So for example, I've got all of these. And let's say I don't have Pinterest. So I'm going to click Set Social Links. And these are all the different links that show up. And whichever one I don't want, I'm going to move my mouse over it and then click on the trash can and it'll delete it. So you have Instagram, you might have YouTube, you might have Google+, or you may not have Google+, so delete that. And then when I click on Facebook, actually click on it, it says what's the social page that this links to, and then you would put in your social page. You would click that part and then just type in your social page and say that it opens into a new window. I always recommend that you open a page to a new window and not your current window, because that takes you away from your e-commerce website and you don't want people leaving your e-commerce website. So if it opens into a new window. Say done, say done, and so that's how you would take care of the social links. Okay, so now you'll see this this square shape shows up on a lot of the buttons that I pull up. So when I click on video, there it is again. When I click on set social links, there it is again. Then I get other options. I get this circle hub. This is settings. If I click on settings, again, this takes me into the settings for that feature. So anytime you have any feature that you want to adjust its settings, you're going to click on that little hub. This is layout. So when I want to change the layout of anything, including these widgets or an image, I'm going to click on that layout, and then it'll give me the different layout options for that feature. So it says, does the video's title show, hide? I chose to hide it. What color are the controls, dark or light? The layout options are different depending on what feature you're using. So for widgets, it will be different. So if I click on layouts here, it's going to say, okay, what's your icon size? So I have it at 40 right now, but I could make it super big, or I could have it really tiny, and I could have them really spaced out or close together or vertical, however you want that. So that's the layout options there. This diamond shape is animate. I recommend not using animate too much. It's a feature that should be used sparingly. It can end up looking really cheesy if you have too many animations. The only times I really use an animation is on a home page where I'm where a user first enters a home page. I'll have an animation that will open up into the home page. But other than that, I don't use this feature a lot, and I don't recommend that you use it because it really lowers the professionalism of the website if you don't know what you're doing with the animation. Okay, and then one of the most important features I use in this toolbar that pops up with each element is this circle with a pen on it, which is called design. And you can change the design of that feature, of that element, based on what's available. So for this one, the design options are, you can have a frame. So either I have no frame, or I can have something like a blue frame, or and then you can customize that design. So I do a lot of customization to match the colors of your website. So if I click on borders, right now it's a blue color, and then I want that border to be a greenish color to match your website. So here, I've got two green colors. I'm going to click on that dark green color, and then I can increase its width. So there, it's increased, or I can decrease it. and then I can change how that border looks based on the different designs up here. But again, with something like video, you wouldn't play around with this too much, but with other elements, you might play around with the design. So I'm going to delete the social widgets. I'm going to delete the video.